Renaissance man, a person with many talents or areas of knowledge. The definition of the Inky man.
America. Let's get this money. What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy. What's good? Happy Hump Day.
Hump Day.
So, I was talking to a brother the other day, young man that I'm going to have on the show, and he's asking me for a lot of advice on different things that he's trying to accomplish with himself. Again, I'll be putting them on the show so that you can see, what we were talking about. But one of the things that came up was being a jack of all trades and a master of none. Now, that's something that I am very familiar with because I've been called that numerous times and have come to a point where I've accepted that as being the case. But I will say one thing. I'm going to give a big shout to my man, Uhuru, Dr. Uhuru Williams, who, by the way, has a book out. I need to go check that book out. He has a few books, as a matter of fact, but he's on tour right now doing like a book run. All right. So he told me when I was telling him this is like my big brother, this is one of my mentors. He said to me that's a boss mindset. Pretty much. He didn't say it just like that, but pretty much he said it was a boss mindset. I'm the type of person who will learn something, get fully invested in it, read about it, research it, play the part, and then after a while I get bored with it, and I'm on to the next thing. And I've been told plenty of times, that that's not a good thing, stick to one thing, and so on and so forth. And to a degree, that is true, but not if you're a boss. Not if you have a boss mindset. Because what you should be doing is, as a matter of fact, there are people who do this and they're filthy rich and filthy wealthy, because there is a difference. You set up systems. So, for example, I do clothes. What I should be doing with that is finding people that can help me with my website, which I get propositioned all the time, if that's the right word. I get emails and like 3 different emails that I have. People are coming in, you should let me do your, and that's sorry to use that accent, but you should let me do your website. You should let me design your website. I think I have some ideas for your website, blah, blah, blah. People that are in sales, people who are designers besides myself. If I put systems together and made it happen, focused on my strengths, which is to not only design, but also to market it and keep it out there, keep on coming with designs and all that. But I found someone that can make the website, make it and keep up the website, stay on top of the marketing and the sales behind the website, do some promotions behind the website. Then that thing would be successful because I would have people that can take my weaknesses or the things that I don't want to do, either or, and fill in those blanks and make some things happen. Okay? Now, there may be some people out here that are the same way. You get in something, you get fully invested, and then you get bored with it. Well, if it's something that you're looking to further do, okay? So in my case, we're talking businesses, all right? And that's what I'm going to focus on, businesses. If you're into something that's going to make you some money, but you're the type that goes from here and it's like, oh, let me go over here, let me do this. Let me go over here and do this. They say to focus on one thing, and that's true if that's what you want to do. But if you can find people to go ahead and carry out and support the things that you're trying to do, building a team, that's how you're going to make something move forward. Not a lot of people are used to nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people are used to that. See, I listen to people like Dame Dash, who always talks about being a boss. People like Master P, who always talk about being a boss, investing in yourself, betting on yourself to make things happen. doing a consistent. See, this is what I'm learning. So I'm going to share this with you. What I'm doing is I'm on YouTube University like everyone else, but I'm looking at videos that when I have a question, say, for example, I'm watching one on sales. You know, getting into the mindset of sales. In order to make some money, you have to be about sales or find someone who is. Otherwise, you're not going to make any money. Sometimes we get it to a point, we just build something and we go, yay! So everybody's going to come and they're going to make this happen. It's not always the case, and that's where some people fail. You know, you have to nurture your business. There's a lot of steps to doing business, but you also have to have the mindset. You can't just do it and go, oh, ain't nobody coming, and you shut it down and you're on to the next thing. Do full research. Don't jump on trends just because. It's not bad to jump on a trend if you're trying to promote your business or things like that. I'm learning that now myself, but also follow through with them. You know, business is not a trend unless you're selling trendy items. It is not a hustle unless you are hustling trendy items. If you want to sustain and be able to get out there and do the things that you need to do, have a life of financial freedom, location freedom, time freedom, if you're trying to get in any of these things, you're going to have to work for yourself. But you're also going to have to invest in yourself.
Well, what does investing in yourself mean, Kev?
It means getting into some education, watching some videos, finding some mentors, finding people who are going to take you over the bridge, you know, but also not getting caught up in all these gurus that are online. You know, it seems like there's trends that come out. Like I remember there was a time everybody wanted to do credit. All right. Cookie jumped into that and was doing very good with that. Okay. Around the time she was doing that, people were getting into truck driving. People were getting into Airbnbs. People were getting into Toro, which is renting out cars to people, things like that. But they weren't following through. And the problem is when you get these gurus that go,
Hey, I can make you $100,000 in a month. Just follow me.
and then you start to follow them, and then somewhere down the line, they're selling a course for thousands of dollars. All right. Now, sometimes those courses are worth it. Sometimes they're not, but you got to do your homework on those. Just because someone says that they can make you some money, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. Especially if they're giving you a time limit where they can do that in a month or they can do it in 6 months or whatever the case may be. Not everything works that way. You have to nurture it. There was the thing, hold on. I took notes. One of my favorite people to follow is a guy named Myron Golden. And he said something about the law of the farm. That's what it was. So basically he says that he uses his YouTube channel as a community service content, meaning he puts information out there to help people, and he does it for free. And then every now and then he'll put something up to try to sell you something. But for the most part, he's sending you information or putting out videos that you can get for free, look at for free, act on them however you're going to do it. But the law of the farm says that this is what he said at least. Every deed is a seed. Every word is a seed. Every thought is a seed. Every dollar is a seed that I'm sowing into the garden of my future. If I sow good seeds, it's impossible not to have a great harvest. And I like that. Because my biggest problem has been with trying to build this brand is that I try to sell y'all something. Not everybody knows me. And the people who do know me, they're not buying. Now, that's not to shame anybody. That's just truth. The people who are trying to make things happen for you are usually people who do not know you. But at the same time, where they don't know you, when they get to know you, that's where the trust comes in. The people who have already known you, seen you selling peanuts, and the next thing you know, you selling weed, and then you selling rubber bands, and then you selling shoes, and then you selling tires. Those people have probably invested in you those first two ventures. Then they said, you see what I mean? And that's been my problem. Jumping around. Now I've realized what my niche is. And I still am looking at a few things. But I also realize not everything is for everybody. And if I put systems in play, then these things should all succeed in their own right. as long as I have teams and systems to carry out what it is I'm trying to do. This right here as Inky Mann is a one-man thing. I have my supporters, I have my advisors, I have my masterminds that people don't realize they're in that mastermind, but I'm asking them questions. I'm taking what it is that they're saying. I'm applying it, and that's what's going on. But that comes with a jack of all trades, master of none kind of mindset. So please don't let somebody call you that and then you get discouraged. Big up your chest and realize you're on the right path if you're trying to be the boss. And you know what? You pay the cost to be the boss. Is you ready? Is you ready? Is you ready? That's $1 million worth of game right there, baby. $1 million worth of game right there, baby. Big shout to Wallow and Gilly the Kid. $1 million worth of game I just spat there for you. You know what I'm saying, baby?